Hello and welcome to another video here at AV Forums. This time we're taking you through our recommended picture settings for the Panasonic TX-55CX802B Ultra HD 4K TV. So the first thing you need to do is go into the menu system, which you can do by pressing the menu button on the remote control. This takes you into the full menu system where you have options for picture, sound, network, timer, setup, help and option, but what we're interested in is the picture submenu and initially the viewing mode. Now if you want, you can select the THX cinema mode. We found in testing this gave us the most accurate out-of-the-box setting. So all you need to do then is basically set the backlight, contrast and brightness using a test disc. What we're going to show you in this video are our detailed picture settings that we found when we calibrated the TV during the actual review process. These are the settings for the TV that we reviewed. They may not be applicable for your TV, they may not make the picture better, possibly they could even make it worse. But if you're interested, these are the settings that we use when we calibrated this TV during the review. As you can see, there are two professional options, professional 1, professional 2. The idea here is to create both a day and a night setting. But the settings we're going to show you are for a nighttime setting. So the first thing you need to do is set the backlight control. This is a pretty bright TV. In our specific viewing environment, we found a backlight setting of 34 was more than bright enough for a nice, punchy, comfortable to view picture at night. Having set the backlight to 34, we set contrast to 80. We left the brightness control at its default setting of 0. We left colour at its default setting of 50. Tint at its default setting of 0. And sharpness at its default setting of 50. We found that gave us an image that wasn't overly sharpened or too soft. Color temperature set to warm 2, which will give us a starting point closest to the industry standard for video for the color of white and the color temperature of D65. Vivid color, turn that off. Color remaster off. Adaptive backlight control is the name Panasonic gave to their local dimming system, and we found a setting of minimum gave us good blacks without crushing shadow detail or introducing excessive amounts of haloing. You can experiment with different settings, max or mid. We found min gave us the best performance. Ambient sensor, you can turn that off. In fact, you can turn most of these special features off. So we'll go straight to advanced settings. In here we have contrast control, again turn that off. Color gamut, select Rec 709, which is again the industry standard for the color gamut for video. And then we can go into the white balance control. This is where you set the grayscale. Now there's a 2-point and a 10-point, so first of all we use the 2-point to get the grayscale reasonably accurate, and then we use a 10-point to fine tune it. So as you can see here with the 2-point, we set the red gain to +4, green gain to 0, blue gain to +2, and left red cutoff and green cutoff and blue cutoff at 0. Then we go into the more detailed adjustments where we fine tune it. So for 10 IRE, you have this. 20 IRE, 30 IRE, 40 IRE, 50 IRE, 60 IRE, 70 IRE, 80 IRE, 90 IRE and 100 IRE. Having done that, we can then go down to the gamma. We set the gamma at 2.4, and then finally the color management system. Now Panasonic use a 6-axis so they can control not only the primary colors of red, green and blue, but also the secondary colours of cyan, magenta and yellow, and you can control the hue, the saturation and the luminance. So here are our settings for red, green and blue, along with the settings for cyan, magenta and yellow. After that, we can go into the option settings. We have 1080p pure direct on, 1080p pixel by 4 pixels we've left off. Screen settings, very important that you turn overscan off. If you have the option, always turn that off, particularly when you're watching high definition content. You don't want to introduce any unnecessary scaling. And those are our settings. Now don't forget you can read the full review at avforums.com/reviews. You can also see more videos at avforums.com/videos. And why not follow us on Twitter? And like us on Facebook. Thanks for watching.